Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to another Gnawy video. Today I thought I'd give you guys a little look at what my Mario Kart World gaming / content creation setup looks like. If you guys like the setup or have any suggestions for me, make sure to like the video and drop a comment down below to tell me what you think. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel for some awesome Mario Kart World content, and I've also been thinking about branching out to some other forms of content, so let me know what you think about that in the comments too. Anyway, here's the setup tour. Also, these right here are eye drops, just in case you're wondering. To start off the setup tour, and sorry that some of the footage is grainy, we have my M2 Mac Mini as my main computer. As you can see right here, the specs for my M2 Mac Mini are an M2 Apple Silicon chip, 256 gigabytes of storage, and 8 gigabytes of RAM. And before you freak out about 8 gigabytes of RAM in the big 2.5, it's 8 gigabytes of Apple's RAM, so it's more like 12 gigabytes, which still isn't a lot, but it serves me very well and has for the past year. Next, we have the keyboard which I use, which is the Apple Magic keyboard. And I actually had a mechanical keyboard, which I kind of custom modded and built, but it broke on me a few days ago, so I've been using my Apple Magic keyboard again, even though it's a little bit laggier and a little less nice for gaming when you use a keyboard to game. Then for one of my two mice, I have the Apple Magic mouse, and a lot of people don't seem to like this mouse, but if you naturally use a sort of claw grip on it like this, it's honestly not that bad. But I can see why you think it's uncomfortable. For my current primary mouse right now, I use the Glorious Model 02 Pro, which I just bought. Glorious mice are the best mice for Minecraft PvP, and I recently saw this guy on sale for $33 on Amazon. It's normally about $120. It has a 4K Hz polling rate wireless, an 8K Hz polling rate wired, which is essentially a really fast connection. And if you know anything about Minecraft PvP, here's footage of me butterflying between 14 and 18 CPS, which is pretty good. And if you don't know what that means, that's me clicking about 14 to 18 clicks per second, and it switches, which you can actually double click if you hit it in the right way. And the faster you click in 1.8 Minecraft PvP, then the better you'll do. Next up, we have the microphone, which is the Mayono PM461TR. It's not being sold anymore, but it was an absolute steal back in the day. I also sometimes put this thing underneath of my desk to store it because it can get in the way, because I don't have a microphone arm. I used to have one, but it was pretty cheap and broke on me about 2 years ago, so I've just been using it on its microphone stand kind of like this, which can be kind of cumbersome at times and also have some kind of like interrupted noises, because if you hear me, I'm going to tap my desk right now, you'll hear kind of this weird boom noise. But either way, it works. Getting a microphone arm isn't the top of my priority, but I do want to get one pretty soon. Moving on to my webcam, we have the Logitech C922 Pro. You're seeing it right now, and it's actually a pretty good webcam. Now, I would recommend you would maybe use your phone instead, but when I bought this, I had an iPhone 7, so the camera was not very good at all. And also, if you don't really have a stand to connect your phone, or maybe you use a PC and it's a little more complicated, this is a pretty good webcam to buy. Keep in mind, you do need lighting, like this Logitech Glitch or Glow I have, to make it look pretty good. This is what it looks like without lighting. You could say it looks a little better, maybe stylistically or something, but generally you want light. It makes everything on the camera pop a little more, it gives more separation with the background. If the background looks more like grainy than usual right now, I don't really know why. I don't use this webcam for most of my videos, because most of my videos are just gameplay from my Switch. Speaking of which, we also have my Nintendo Switch 2. I got this thing on launch day, the morning of June 5th, and let me tell you, it is my favorite console I've ever used. This is what I make like all my videos on, because they're all Mario Kart World content. But I am gonna maybe be branching out my content soon, like I said. So if you want to see some more general Nintendo content, or I've been low-key considering making some Minecraft content like I was talking about earlier, let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. For my main controller, I actually use the Joy-Con 2s, and I don't even use them in the grip. I really like the way they feel, just kind of free-floating like this. It makes them just feel very nice. And you can also access the SL and SR buttons like this and use them as sort of the same thing as back buttons, and it actually works pretty well, and you can't do that with the Joy-Con 2 grip. I have my Nintendo Switch 2 plugged into this cheap Amazon capture card, and now I know the Switch 2 might warrant something more like an Elgato capture card, but I bought this back when I made Mario Kart 8 content on the Nintendo Switch, and that thing did not need anything special to capture it. On the back of my desk, I also have these Gnawy RGB IC light strips, and they just add a lot of pop to the setup and make it look really clean. Kind of underneath my monitor and on top of my Mac Mini, I have some game cases. Right here I have my 3DS game cases, and right next to them I have some Nintendo Switch game cases. This kind of helps hide some of the cables behind my monitors. Also connected to my Nintendo Switch 2 are these Logitech speakers. I got them as a Christmas gift one time, and they're actually pretty good, and when you're gaming they sound really good. I don't use them for Minecraft gaming, just for my Nintendo Switch 2. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe, and again, let me know if you have any suggestions or if you like this setup down below. It's been really fun to sort of build up this setup over time, and I'll see you all again very soon.